Morning, guys. Right now we are on our way to Rodos with 2.5 knots. When we started it was 4.5, and slowly we're expecting to get more wind. We just left Simi. God, I'm still fighting with these names. Simi, Sikino, Sino, Sirinos, that even exists, whatever. We're gonna start in Rodos because I have a flight from Rodos. Yes, I'm leaving Oshun, not Nala, but Oshun this time once more. The plan is to go to Switzerland. I'm going to Switzerland actually, and work again. As we've been mentioning for some time now, we want to go to Patagonia, and for that we need a budget. So in order to accelerate the budget, I have to go to Switzerland to work for a while and come back. But that's something we are planning on something, so that's something I'm gonna be putting up to date for in the next episode.
Conceição took the plane to Switzerland, and the next day I left the marina of Rodos with destination Hania, where I plan to do a partial refit on Osun before I head to Preveza to haul out and fly to Switzerland to meet Conceição.
Hello guys, today it's my first day without Conceição. I decided to leave Rodos, the wind is quite good. The destination is Crete. We ordered the lithium batteries. We choose the Reynolds batteries. I will share more information when they arrive and we open the boxes. What I realized is that sailing solo, it's more demanding than sailing with somebody else. And the last time I really sailed solo a big distance was with Nala, so it's the first time I do it with Osun. But the weather is good. We have about 15 knots of wind. I bought a hand line so I can throw. Yes, and it's good. And I have the second reef from the main, which I'm gonna remove pretty soon. The plan for today is to move towards Tilos. It's a total 40 miles distance, and I plan to pass the night here and then next continue my way west. Good morning guys, this is the fourth day on the trip, but the second day sailing. 2 days ago I had food poisoning, so I suffered in a very rolly anchorage. I had to anchor, it was rolly and horrible. Also the effects of the food poisoning, I think it was a mushroom that I ate, but I'm not sure. I need to be careful with my food, especially on trips. Now I decided to change my tactic, so I started early in the morning. I started at 3 a.m. and left the bay at 4 a.m. which as I notice on the weather, it gives me north winds and not northwest. Northwest it changes after a while. North winds actually help me to get on the next island. Now this is where I am in Tilos, making 7 knots, and the next island is here, Stipalea. I plan to sleep here for the night. It's only 60 miles away, so I'm gonna be there tonight. If the weather is very good and I have the speed, I'm gonna try to go to Anafi. It's the next island 30 miles away. The next stop will be Santorini or Hania. Let's see, it's like Odysseus trip. I'm trying to reach Hania and everything is against me, but let's hope for the best. Now the wind changes again, it's even more from the aft. It comes from this quarter, which means I can leave some Geno out. Through Tilos is messing up a lot with the wind. Like when I was coming here last time, and this is where I blew one of my Genoa buttons, I had 30 knots of wind and it was gusting 40 to 45s. On the gust I tried to reef and one of the buttons came out. Thank God it landed on deck, so I can put it back once I am in Hania. Okay, this is all for now. I gonna leave some Genoa out because the wind is just dropped, and enjoy sailing. guys, this is the midday update. Unfortunately, things are not going how I was expected. Right now I am almost downwind. The wind picked up at 35 to 40 knots. So I gave up beating to go to Astipalia, and I decided to go a bit downwind so I'm able to cook. The wind has eased because we are reaching the island of Sirna. You can see the island of the background. The closer I get to island of Sirna, the wind is easing, and I'm also downwind. Right now I have the wind on 70 degrees, which is an easy sail. And I'm using this opportunity to cook for the night because my new destination is Crete. I'm gonna try to go straight there. There is a prediction for force 8 in the Aegean, so it's better to go to Crete than try any other island and beat to it. At least it's gonna be on a nice angle. I hope to arrive there tomorrow morning. I don't know if which harbor I'm gonna reach, but I'm gonna go to the most convenient. There is no point to suffer or to risk the boat just to reach Hania harbor that I was aiming at. The sun is going down. I am averaging approximately 7 knots, and there are 66 miles to go to Crete. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stop in Hania. There's gonna be strong north winds, so the port is gonna be very messy. Probably I'm gonna stop in a beach, Marathi, nearby, and the next day go to Hania. Finally arriving in Hania. Arrival in Hania is not so pleasant. There are a lot of waves and no wind. I am motoring. During the night I damaged my main seat. It doesn't lock anymore, so I put the seat on the winds. It was a very rough night. I had 30 to 35 knots all the way here. It was fast, but damn. Anyway, it went well. And now I am gonna be in the port in 1.5 hours, and it's time to clean up the boat, tidy up a bit and rest. And maybe a hot shower, that's very important.
Being away from Hania for so many years, I had forgotten that during the Meltemi there is no wind in Hania harbor. Even through 10 miles or 15 miles away, the wind will blow 35 knots. When you reach Hania, the wind will go down to 0. Another problem that I had being alone is that I had to Medmur, that means dropping my anchor and reversing back to the dock. In Hania, the harbor dock is very high, so it's very difficult to pass the ropes on your own. This is why I called a good friend of mine to help me with the lines. In the situation like I had on the video, Medmur is very easy. If there is side wind, which makes it very difficult, and this is where more sailors struggle, the secret is to drop your anchor a bit on the wind so it keeps your bow, and while you are reversing backwards, you tension the chain to control your bow, and with your reverse speed you control your stern.
Hello guys, the last 2 weeks the boat is moored in a marina in Hania town. It's not exactly a marina, it's a public dock. The reason I stopped sailing, and I haven't been sailing for the last 2 weeks and I've been staying here, is because I am waiting for new stuff to arrive for the boat. We ordered a new dinghy, lithium batteries, some chargers and some other stuff that we need mostly for Patagonia and not for our Atlantic crossing, because we can do the Atlantic crossing on simple things. So what I wanted to show you is our new Renogy 200 Ah battery. The reason we went with Renogy and not any other brand or a custom built battery, through custom builds are always better and bigger for the value for money, it's because the battery is ready. We don't have to configure anything. It's tested and also comes with warranty, which is something that we need through our sales. Right now I order only one 200 Ah battery, and there is a possibility that we're gonna get a second one too, but we will see how our solar is gonna handle. So right now I am trying to sort out the cables of the boat. Nothing was tagged, so this is quite difficult. Osun has 3 battery banks. You have one battery bank for the service, one battery bank for the engine, and one battery bank in the front for the bow thruster and the wings. Right now I don't know how they are interconnected, and I need to make sure that the lead acid batteries are not gonna be connected together with our lithium battery. To charge the lithium battery from the engine, we decided to go with the DC to DC battery charger. We chose Renogy, which I think it was a mistake. It's only a few euros cheaper than Victron, and this thing is very loud. When it's charging the battery and the fans are working, it's really loud, so it's annoying. If you want to buy a DC to DC charger, I would recommend to go with a Victron, which is more silent and nicer. So yes, so this is it for now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the old batteries, figure out the wiring and what comes as charging, what goes to the other batteries, and once I do that, I'm gonna put the lithium battery in place and connect the DC to DC chargers. For our solar energy, we are using two Renogy panels. The reason we choose Renogy again is because of the size. On the 175 watts, which is our maximum panel size per panel that we can get on the boat, they have the smaller panels with a 20 or 22% of efficiency, which is very good, if it's true. After 1 month working on Osun and refitting here in Hania, I added the new solar panels, the lithium batteries, the new wiring, the hot water boiler, the heater, and other things that we needed for Patagonia. Finally, I'm doing the last sail of the season. We decided because it's out to spend the winter season in Switzerland, trying to collect pounds for the trip to Patagonia. Also, the problem now is that I'm sailing solo, and today the prediction was supposed to be 50 knots of wind, and I'm battling with 42 to 45 knots of apparent wind, so 35 to 40, let's say, true wind speed, and it's against me. It was supposed to be like a beam reach, but it's completely on the nose. Right now I am tired because I've been battling this winter and tacking alone since early evening yesterday. I found a nice cove and I'm gonna try to reach there. The sails will bring me about 8 miles near the cove, and I hope to motor the rest. I'm not sure if I can do it or if the motor will be able to handle it. I hope that the waves will be smaller when I reach the bay, but we will see. I wanted to do more shooting and to not only talking on the camera, but unfortunately the things that I ordered from Amazon, so we can put the cameras on our solar panels and record the boat, they haven't arrived yet.
On the way to the anchorage, I smelled diesel from the cabin and I figured out that the engine had a leak. I stopped the motor and I went down to check it out.
I managed to stop the leak and also add something so the diesel doesn't go to the bilges. See here my fix. This is the return diesel from the ejectors which had the issue. Now I added this pipe and it leads to a bottle that collects the diesel that returns, so it doesn't go in my bilge. And this is a screw with a nut that I had on board, and it helped me to stop the leak. Thanks to this repair I have engine so I can maneuver to be in the yard, and I'm gonna proceed to lift out soon. Hello guys, this is the evening report. I managed to fix the diesel leak, but unfortunately after 5 or 6 hours the motor started losing coolant from the circulation pump. I know it's the seals, but unfortunately I don't have any seals or extra coolant with me. I already used 10 liters that I have, and for now there is no option to motor. I tacked and I'm going outside of the Ionian Islands. I'm gonna try to sail there. The next day is gonna be windless. At the moment I have some wind and waves, but the next day is gonna be without wind, so probably it's gonna take me 2 or 3 days to finish those 100 miles. This sail have been horrible. Soon all the problems of the boat appeared on this sail, and it's been very tiring. It's been 4 days that I am solo. I haven't rested properly, and it's quite tiring. So my plan for the night is to sail as much offshore as I can, probably get clear winds and maybe outside of these local currents that create these messy waves. Once I am offshore, I'm gonna tack north, and hopefully after 20 miles or 30 I'm gonna clear up from these no wind zones and currents and all this crazy thing that is going on here that I can't support it, seriously. It's been really horrible. Hello guys, this is maybe the 4th day or 3rd, I really don't remember anymore. of the trip, and I still have kept a logbook, but I think it's the fourth day. There is no wind, motor still doesn't work, and I can tell this is one of the most difficult trips I've done. It's supposed to be only 300 miles and to be like easy in 2 days to be here, and it didn't work out at all. I had 50 knots of wind, I broke things, the motor broke, now I have no wind, and I'm trying to reach the marina, the shipyard, before the next storm comes after tomorrow. I think I'm gonna make it. Now I'm waiting for the wind to turn to the west, and once the wind is on the west, I am gonna manage to sail there. It's only 35 miles left, so wish me luck. So I had a nice beam reach. Unfortunately now the wind is down to 3 knots. I got the Jenaker up and try to manage to sail a bit, maybe move. There are 20 miles left to go, and I really hope I'm not gonna arrive tomorrow. I scheduled the lift for tomorrow morning and they are waiting for me. So I'm really keep my hopes high and I try my best to reach there on time. Finally, the most difficult sail I've done after years, it's coming to an end. The motor is working, it's losing a lot of cooling, but for the 20 minutes that I wanted to get to the marina, it's gonna get me there. But yes, finally I'm here and it's daylight, so I'm gonna be able to be on the lift dock. Yeah!
Fear and woe is my name, in many a tale of the brave. Those who I meet have to pay, and from me there is no escape. I will chase them, I will hunt them, I will board all of their ships. No brig is faster than mine. I will rob them, I will cut them, I will feed them to the sharks, singing and drinking my wine.